On the road again, Willie Nelson's family has told the dark truth. Do you sometimes think about your own death? No, do you? Willie Nelson is a name that fans of reggae, electronic, and country music will never forget. Willie Nelson's electrifying performances made him famous, but his life took a dangerous turn. If you're interested in the life and tragedy of Willie Nelson, I wrote a short story called Journey from Grass to Grace and Almost Back to Grass. It shows the depth of Willie Nelson's pain, his journey through the tunnel, and his sad ending. 1933 in Abbott, Texas, he came from a poor family. His early life was marked by a lot of struggle and instability in his family, which had a big impact on his personality and music career. Parents of Will Ira Doyle Nelson and Merle Marie Greenhall moved from Arkansas to Texas in search of better opportunities, but their marriage didn't last. Soon after Willie was born, his mother left the family, and his father eventually remarried, leaving Willie and his older sister Bobby to be raised by their paternal grandparents. William and Nancy Nelson were very important in helping Willie and Bobby develop their singing skills. Nancy taught music and Willie got his first guitar when he was 6 years old and quickly showed a natural talent for music. By the time he was 7, he was writing his first songs and performing gospel music at the local church. However, Willie's childhood wasn't all happiness. His grandfather, who was a big influence and support in his life, died of pneumonia when he was 6 years old. This loss made him feel even more abandoned, which would become a theme in his music despite these early setbacks. Willie found comfort and freedom in music, which became his lifelong passion. Willie started working as a teenager picking cotton to make money. He also started performing in dance halls, taverns, and honky-tonks, which would become famous venues for his career. These early performances helped him hone his craft and create the unique style that would make him a country music legend. Willie went to Abbott High School and did well in both music and sports. He was an active member of the school's football, basketball, and track teams, showing the same drive and determination that he had as a musician. He was tough, which he would later use in his music business. Willie attended Baylor University for a short time after high school but dropped out to pursue music full-time. During this time, he married Martha Matthews, the first of his 4 wives, and had 3 children with her. Willie's early career was marked by a series of setbacks and rejections. He moved to different cities working as a DJ at local radio stations and performing wherever he could find an audience. His first recordings, released in 1955, did not do well commercially, and he faced many problems, including personal and financial ones. Will was always determined, and he kept writing and performing slowly. Building a name for himself in the local music scenes, Willie made a big step forward in 1960 when he moved to Nashville, Tennessee, which is the center of the country music industry. It was there that he met songwriter Hank Cochran, who helped him get a publishing deal with Pamper Music. This gave Willie the chance to focus on writing songs, which led to hits like Hello Walls and Crazy, which were recorded by other artists and gave him recognition as a talented songwriter. Despite having a difficult childhood, Willie Nelson's early work shows how to deal with problems. By lack of money and unstable family relationships, Willie found comfort and meaning in music. His grandparents' support was very important in developing his musical skills, and by the time he was 6, he was already learning to play the guitar. His early performances at church and other local venues helped him form a deep connection with music that would become his lifelong passion. Willie joined the U.S. Air Force for a short time after high school, trying to find stability and a sense of purpose. However, he had health problems and was honorably discharged after only 9 months of service. Willie was at a crossroads in his life. He was determined to become a musician, so he moved to cities like Fort Worth, Texas, and Portland, Oregon, where he worked as a DJ and performed in local clubs. In 1955, he made his first recordings, but major record labels turned them down at first. Unfazed, he kept performing and writing songs, and he slowly built a reputation in the local music scenes. His hard work paid off when he moved to Vancouver, Washington, where he worked as a radio announcer and performed in clubs. This is where he met musicians and industry professionals who saw his talent. Willie's big break came when he moved to Nashville, Tennessee, in 1960. There, he met songwriter Hank Cochran, who was impressed by Will's talent and helped him get a publishing deal with Pamper Music. This gave Willie the chance to focus on writing songs, which led to hits like Hello Walls and Crazy, which were recorded by other artists and made him famous as a talented songwriter. Willie's success as a songwriter opened doors for his recording career, and he signed a contract with a record label. in 1961 with Liberty Records, and by 1962 he had released his first successful hits, such as Willingly and Touch Me. These early recordings showed off his unique voice and songwriting. Even with these early successes, style set the stage for his future success. Willie continued to have personal and professional problems. His first marriage to Martha Matthews ended in divorce, and he struggled with alcoholism and money problems. But his strength and determination kept him going. He kept writing, performing, and touring, slowly building a group of loyal fans. In the early 1970s, he earned the respect of his peers in the indie business. Willie reached a breaking point in his career. He was unhappy with the limits of the Nashville music scene and chose to move back to Texas, where he found success. The new outlaw country movement, this choice was a turning point that gave Willie more freedom to express his creativity and individuality. He released the critically acclaimed album Shotgun Willie in 1973, followed by Phases and Stages in 1974 and the famous Red-Headed Stranger in 1975. These albums cemented his reputation as a pioneering artist in the outlaw country genre. Throughout his early career, Willie Nelson had to deal with a lot of problems. His resilience and determination helped him get through them, and his unwavering love for music helped him succeed in the end. His early struggles and successes set the stage for a legendary career that would last for decades and leave an indelible mark on the world of country music. His breakthrough and rise to fame show how hard he worked to improve his music and how well he could connect with audiences on a deep level. Willie Wiley's big break came when he moved to Nashville, Tennessee, in 1960. Nashville, which is known as the heart of country music, was the right place for him to show off his songwriting skills. It was there that he met songwriter Hank Cochran. Was a turning point in Wiley's career. Cochran, impressed by Wiley's talent, helped him get a publishing deal with Pamper Music, which changed the course of his career. With this deal, Willie could focus on writing songs, which led to a string of hits that were recorded by other artists. Songs like Hello Walls, performed by Farron Young, and Crazy, made Klein famous. Willie Nelson's early successes showed that he was a good songwriter and helped him start his recording career. In 1961, he signed with Liberty Records, and by 1962, his first successful singles, Willingly and Touch Me, were out. These songs showed off Will's unique voice and his ability to make people feel strong emotions through music. Willie had a lot of problems in his personal and business life. His first marriage to Martha Matthews ended in divorce, and he had problems with alcoholism and money. Willie didn't let these problems stop him from writing and performing, and he slowly built a loyal fan base and earned the respect of his peers in the industry. His strength and determination were key to getting past these problems. In the early 1970s, Willie felt limited by the Nashville music scene, so he made the brave decision to move back to Texas. This was a turning point in his career, and he embraced it. The growing outlaw country scene, which gave him more freedom to be creative and unique. This movement was free and didn't like the polished commercial sound of Nashville. Instead, they liked a rough, real style that connected with more and more country music fans. Many critics praised Will's first album after moving back to Texas, Shotgun Willie Passage, which came out in 1973. It was the start of a new era in his career. Phases and Stages followed in 1974, and the iconic Red-Headed Stranger in 1975 solidified his reputation as a pioneering artist in the outlaw country genre. The Red-Headed Stranger was a commercial and critical success. It had the hit song Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, which won Willie his first Grammy Award during this time. Willie Nelson's music kept changing over time, showing the many styles and artists that influenced him. He worked with other famous artists in the outlaw country movement, like Waylon Jennings, and his performances at events like 4th of July picnics helped his fans feel like they were part of a community. Wiley's popularity wasn't just due to his music. It was also because he could connect with fans on a human level. His honesty, charisma, and willingness to share his life experiences through his songs made people love him. Many generations of country music fans. His big break and rise to fame show how dedicated he is to his work and how he can deal with problems. This makes him a true country music icon. Movement and effects of outlaw country. The 1970s outlaw country movement was a turning point for Willie Nelson and for country music as a whole. It started as a reaction against the highly polished and commercialized Nashville sound that ruled country music at the time. Artists in this movement wanted to bring back the genre's rawness. Real roots that stress creative freedom and individuality. Willie Nelson, along with other important musicians like Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, and Chris Christopherson, played a big role in this. Wiley's choice to move back to Texas in the early 1970s was a big part of his involvement with the outlaw country movement. He was tired of how restrictive the Nashville music scene was and found a more open and creative environment in Texas. This move freed him from traditional rules and let him experiment with his music by mixing rock, folk, blues, and jazz. With classic country sounds, his first album after moving back to Texas, Shotgun Willie, 1973, was very different from his earlier work and was praised by critics for its brave and innovative approach. His next album, Phases and Stages, 1974, continued this trend by telling a story of a marriage falling apart from both the husband's and wife's points of view.